Hi, everybody. Just coming to you from Ottawa. You can see the Supreme Court building there in the background, the Parliament buildings right over there. Just wanted to give everybody an update on what's going on with a few things.
Hi.
So you remember last week I sent out an email saying that my parents had been unfairly blocked, basically, when it came to their names being on the delegate list. Well, what do you know? They're both delegates now. It's amazing what a little persistence and a lawyer's letter can do. So my parents will be delegates at the upcoming election. I'm sure they will vote for strong conservative policies, as will all of the delegates that go there based on my recommendations to do so. I also wanted to mention the vote that we had yesterday in regards to declaring Chinese treatment of the Uyghur population to be genocidal, which of course they do meet the Geneva Convention definitions of that. The interesting thing is that the motion was upgraded and amended by the bloc to include a amendment to say that the next Olympics should be boycotted. And I voted for that as well. We just had an Olympics in Beijing there in 2008. I don't know why we're having another Olympics in China, particularly with all the stuff that they're doing. So I voted in favor of that amendment. And the interesting thing is that most rank and file liberals voted in favor of denouncing China's treatment of the Uyghurs as genocidal. But Justin Trudeau and his cabinet abstained. They didn't vote one way or the other. And one of their ministers, Marc Garneau, got up and said, on behalf of the government, I abstain. And of course, you don't abstain on behalf of anybody. Your vote is your own vote. But it shows you the cowardice of this government in failing to stand up to China. They're afraid to do it. And even on this very important vote, Justin Trudeau and his entire government abdicated their responsibilities. So it's nothing new. It's always interesting to see how the Liberals will have their cake and eat it too. I never know. They always want to try and signal everything to everybody. So, you know, for those who say you should have been harder on China, they can say, hey, the majority of our caucus voted in favor of this. And then, you know, if China is getting mad at Justin Trudeau, they can say, hey, we abstained. We didn't think that was a good vote. So just wanted to let you know what's going on. I'm going to be in the House of Commons today or following the debate on C7. So C7 is the assisted suicide, the medical assistance in dying bill that's come back from the Senate now with some additional amendments. So that'll be interesting. And yes, he does admire the regime. And if you go to my MP Facebook page, so I have another Facebook page for my local constituency, I put out a video mentioning all the things that Justin Trudeau has done to show his affinity for China. And I mentioned, of course, that comment 7 or 8 years ago where he expressed admiration for their basic dictatorship. And I also mentioned there was someone who was arrested recently in a sting operation in Toronto, being involved in a criminal gambling operation, who had donated $1 million to the Trudeau Foundation. So I just wanted to update you guys on what I'm doing here in Ottawa. There'll be lots more things coming up that I'll be mentioning. And thank you so much for your support. If you haven't done so already, go to my website, www.dereksloan.ca, and sign up. Hey, Brad, thanks for that comment. I appreciate it. Thank you, Justin. Go to my website, www.dereksloan.ca, and click subscribe. The reason that's important is because, you know, with social media censorship, you never know what may happen to this channel. And if I go dark on Facebook, you'll be able to communicate with me. You'll be able to know what I'm up to. Get on my email list, www.dereksloan.ca, and click subscribe. Thank you so much. Looking forward to talking to all of you guys soon. God bless Canada.